Hey Woody, welcome back to Feisty Fair Business. That was Pierre. We just got back from, Balfi has just come back from a long day at vet. He went in about 9 o'clock, no, earlier around like 8:30 this morning. And then he just came back home really. Plus, he's really tired. I have him snuggling right now. So, things are kind of complicated. So, essentially, they did an ultrasound and an x-ray. His heart seems fine, so his heart issues that we were worried about don't seem to have an impact on him, or, his heart seems healthy enough. The mass doesn't seem connected to an organ, which is just odd. He's not. Let's say the vets said it could be lymphoma, but it's not likely, and it's not likely to be like adrenal disease or insulina because it doesn't really. He's not exhibiting any of the symptoms that you would get with those conditions, like there's no hair loss, for example, which to some degree you would get with those conditions. And his lymph nodes were slightly enlarged, but they didn't find any abnormal cells within them. So it's just his blood sugars are fine. They couldn't get a proper blood test because it's hard to get a full blood sample from a ferret. So it's really hard to say what's going on. The vets are going to be forwarding their results to a specialist vet nearby, so to get a second opinion on what they think it might be. But since having the sedation, apparently Balfi has been quite groggy. He's not waking up and recovering as they expected. It's actually quite slow. He's still very groggy, and it's at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's 8 o'clock now, more later than that. So we are concerned about how he's recovering from the sedation, and he's having an unusual reaction of he's got some sort of neurological thing where now he's sort of leaning more towards the left, veering to the left, his head tilting, stuff like that, which he wasn't doing before. So the vets aren't sure if this is some sort of trigger or reaction to the sedation. We're not sure about that because the sedation should have, wore off within like 20 minutes. And it's hours later, so you should be fine now. So we don't know if he's just reacted badly to it. We don't know. I'm going to hopefully get an appointment for Monday or Tuesday so we can, see how he's doing after everything. So, £465 later or something, we still don't really have much of an answer for what's going on. This operation is a possibility. There's something like steroid treatments, that's a possibility, but both will require going to the exotic specialist nearby, which is very expensive, and I have savings, but I don't think I have enough, so I might set up a GoFundMe. But for now, all my profits from my business is going straight to Balfi because he needs it. Right now, he's very groggy. Got a shaved patch from his ultrasound. Apparently he has eaten a bit. I'm going to try and get him to eat some more before he goes to sleep for the evening. I'm just going to keep an eye on him, really. It's just so complicated. There's no clear answers here. It's not adrenal disease. It's not likely to be lymphoma. We just don't know, essentially. And I will definitely look into setting up a GoFundMe because whatever we choose to do next is going to be expensive, and the exotic specialist, a consultation alone is £200. So I'm really not sure what to do. I'm going to go into more depth on my Instagram about like how much the whole process has cost me so far, because I'm pretty sure I've discussed this in like my other videos and such about ferrets, obviously, but ferrets are expensive. In most places they are considered exotic, especially in the UK. They are considered exotic animals, and that makes them like 3 times more expensive than just a cat or dog. And PS to with food, of course, yes. But the whole thing has been so expensive already, and no, I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't not do these things. It just, people tend to underestimate how much ferrets cost. Even if you've got a perfectly healthy ferret, like, you never know when it's going to go downhill. So, yeah, I'm going to post on Instagram about that. And just for now, this evening, just focus on making sure he's eating and drinking. But yeah, that's all for today. Keep you guys updated. Bye.